Labas vakaras. Good evening and welcome everyone watching Sotnik-TV this moment. It's October 5th, 2019. We're streaming live on Sotnik-TV channel. I'm Alexander Sotnik. Hated by some and respected by others. Still, I respect endlessly all the viewers of our channel. Those remaining with us for many years, and especially those changing their views and joining Sotnik-TV channel. Despite the ongoing attacks of our channel, there are more and more of us. I believe in that, as we crossed a milestone of 450,000 subscribers. No matter how they try to stop us, they can't, as the modern information field is free from any kind of a censorship. So I welcome you all. As I have mentioned, it's October 5th, 2019. As always, let me invite potential advertisers to Sotnik-TV channel. Please email us at prsotniktv@gmail.com. You'll definitely get a reply from our PR service. And I believe that the cooperation may turn out really productive. Several months ago I warned you about the direction our punks from St. P would lead us. The US senators demanded to impose sanctions against the officials turning the screws inside Russia. But all that was some information foam. They can impose the sanctions against some legislator or against some judge. And Putin will make them heroes of Russia secretly, asking why would they need that West? Our country is huge, and being heroes, you may choose the land I grant you. You'll build your mansions there, as you deserve that. So go ahead, I grant each of you a dozen of hectares of forests, fields and rivers. All around is Russian and all around is mine, as I am the Tsar. Do you think those guys will choose the law and honor? They have already chosen Putin and the camp administration career, so they don't give a damn about the US and the EU sanctions. When the mankind found itself confused in front of Hitler's snout, that was possible to understand, as that happened for the first time. Something like that happened for the first time with us. The humiliated Germans getting off their knees, a powerful Wehrmacht, a single Reich, a single Führer, Chamberlain's fear and Churchill's fury, as it was only Britain standing against Hitler's Germany from the first till the last day. As for Stalin, he began the World War II cuddling with Hitler. Then their ways got parted, and that was obvious to happen. Still, we need to remember the rebellious 30s with the Great American Depression, with huge controversies inside Europe, such as economic crisis. But what is it now? For 20 years, that nuclear abscess has been growing on the USSR wreckage. That has been growing in front of everyone for 20 years. First, there was a gas station that has now turned into the dump yard. As oil will end up soon getting unprofitable, that will be over soon. The world could see the bald guy evolving for 20 years. Suddenly he flashed his dictator intellect and the ideas of revanchism in Munich in 2007. That was the time to turn locators and to wipe glasses. What did they do instead? Some reload with Obama after Georgia events in 2008, hugging Frau Merkel, drinking with the luxurious European sluts, cuddling with Berlusconi, some intersexual friendship with world's biggest gay Albert, the Prince of Monaco. For God's sake, that prince doesn't have an honest bone in his body. All that along with the secret zone of influence expansion, making a web of business relations and agents, organizing distractions, provoking, state takeover attempts, just like the one in Montenegro, murders and poisonings like the one in London or in Salisbury, starting wars, moving some wild refugee crowds to Europe, attempting to destabilize large. And he achieves that all, goddammit. They made another provocation in Riga. There's one every Teacher's Day. Some Russian-speaking morons went to the streets chanting, "Give our schools to our children." What schools are you talking about? There are tons of Russian schools, you paid idiots. In Riga, in Tallinn, in Vilnius. What other schools do you need? In reality, they don't need no schools. That was a provocation organized by special services, covered by some Russian cultural center, attached to the embassy. That's it. Once you see a cultural center attached to an embassy, you should know that is a spy nest. That is 100% nest of spies. So the question arises, is Putin a genius? An evil genius? Or does the political establishment of the US and Europe consist of idiots and hacks that have blown it all? I would consider the second option. Let me admit that Putin is a really gifted destroyer, being obsessed servant of the devil. He doesn't make no good. All he does is destroying really efficiently. Everything he touches turns into dust and starts smelling like shit. The process of smoldering starts. He is the biggest destabilizer of our times. He is even bigger than Kim Jong-un, due to the scale. His destructive activity is still to be valued by historians, as the scope is impressive, especially amid the political weakness of the US and the Euro Union. If you haven't seen my yesterday article, please take a look. The number of views was reduced again. There are only 30,000 views after a day. There are 150 usually, so that was reduced 5 times. In that article I said that there was Merkel about to live in Germany. There was something Macron turned into in France. There was Brexit in Britain that had no time for Russia. As for the US, there is ongoing tug of war between the Trumpists and the rest. That makes a perfect political storm environment for Putin. No matter what hybrid yuck he starts, that will be bound to success. In that paradigm, Putin may apply his tactical nuclear weapons wherever, even tomorrow. I promise that he will get away with that, because no one is ready for such a rapid stake race. While Putin and his gang parasitize on that, they are good in bluffing and sudden strikes. That makes their power, as well as the fact that a human life has a negative value in their eyes. Any living soul owes them just for the fact of being alive. If you live, you owe. That is the gang psychology. That is inversely to the world's values. The West counts the lives it will have to sacrifice in case something happens that stops them, while Putin doesn't care. He is not bothered with that. He is not disturbed with that moral issue. That's why he outstrips all the time. He approaches proactively, not caring about the price. What was the price? Was that 500,000 people? Who cares? Should I blast Chechnya? No problem. In man-eater's paradigm, A cannibal always wins. His guilty conscience doesn't bother him. Do we have to fry a dozen of babies for the dinner? No problem, let's proceed. Unless the civilization realizes who it deals with, unless it takes the pink glasses off, unless it provides a complete law and political assessment of that, the nuclear camp of PutLag will keep on spoiling the planet atmosphere, threatening to dump anywhere. That will threaten the world and the life itself. Even though Australia seems to be far away, that makes it a safe place. When a big radioactive cloud reaches it, all the kangaroos will get bald and jump hairless until they die, along with all the people living in Australia. Here's the harsh answer to those asking what can be done all the time during our shows. Outside Russia, as well as inside it, we missed all the peaceful scenarios, and only the harsh ones remain. The West needs to get ready for war, as Putin remaining at power means war. That war is unavoidable now. Aggressive Putinists would spread all over the world. The tension would grow and new conflicts would occur all over the world. The stacks would get raised all the time. The nuclear weapon shaking would be followed by the implementation. What can the West do now? Cut any diplomatic relations, arrest the accounts and the property of the Putinists, their real estate, their ships and planes, implement energy and food embargo, and make it a total embargo, and get ready for crazy cannibals' nuclear attack. Hold the finger on the freaking red button to be able to pay back immediately. But that goes for the outside world. And it's quite simple for those inside. As simple as 1 + 1, as the things are really heavy. The worse it gets, the simpler the answer is. The answer for those remaining in Russia consists of 2 words: acquire weapons. Thank you for watching and supporting our channel. The times are really hard and heavy for us. But I believe that in few weeks that will be hard not for us, but for the Putinists, as we are going to increase the number of live streams. Get ready, you Putinists, as we're about to have an essence of truth on Sotnik-TV. Thank you for being there. Take care of yourselves. I always ask you about that. Don't put yourselves in danger if not required. Try to secure yourselves. For those asking what can be done, there is a straight and clear answer. Acquire arms and secure yourselves. Try to stay out of trouble before the time comes. I sure understand that things happen in a fascist country. You may get in the wrong place at the wrong time, just like Pavel Ustinov, who got hurt. Well, that's on the fascist menu. That is the menu of the prison camp. Once you are inside Putinism, that means you're inside prison camp. Being a convict and the absence of convoy is something temporary. Take care of yourselves, my friends. Take care of your close ones, of your hearts and souls. We'll meet in 1 week. Goodbye.